And you can go ahead and click sign in here. One thing I'm going to go ahead and suggest, if you're still signed in to Midjourney, if you're sitting on this screen and you click authorize and it takes you back to the Midjourney screen, just click sign in again. And instead of clicking authorize, click here on the Discord in the upper left hand corner. That will take you to the Discord page. And then if you just click over here on the right where it says open Discord, now you're going to be able to get into this. I would actually suggest bookmarking this page so that it's easier to get to. I have it up here on my bookmarks, and then that way all I have to do is click Discord home and it will take me right into this page. If I need to sign in, it'll let me sign in. I have this bookmarked to the Midjourney homepage. As far as prompts go, let's go ahead and go to one of the newcomer rooms and just click one of the newbies. When it comes to getting started with Midjourney, prompts are the instructions that tell the AI what you want. How you phrase those prompts are key to getting the best possible outcome. So let's play around with some prompts and see what the results might be. I will suggest that before you begin toying with your limited 25 prompts, that you take some time to look through a lot of what is already on the newbie rooms, just to get a little bit more familiar with the results that certain types of prompts can generate. On a side note, there's a couple of things that you might want to keep in mind. Words, it does not do well. It's better to, there are people that are working on it to try to get words to really come through good. But for now, when you're doing logos, it really does not do well with words. So you almost have to go in and play with it and tweak it. And I'm not sure at this point what the prompts are to make the words right, but there are people working on that, and you can find that a lot of those people talking about it in some of the discussions down here. The other thing that it doesn't do well yet is fingers and toes, and it's just about, I don't know exactly why. I really don't. I've been told a couple of different things. So fingers and toes, it just has a problem with it. Usually will make way too many fingers or toes. So when you're looking at some of these other people's work, you're limited, first of all, to your 25 prompts. So take some time to look through a lot of what other people are doing, and that'll give you a better understanding at how the prompts work and what people are putting in. And that'll also help you if you want to try to create something similar to what other people are doing. So before we get started with prompts, there's a couple of other commands I want to go over with you. You're going to do \help. Make sure that you click the right thing. When you use \help, you're going to get a list of all the different helpful places you can go and information. Okay, so the second command that you want to look at is \info and hit enter. And it's going to give you, you're going to hit enter twice, and it's going to give you information about your particular subscription. You can see I still have 25 minutes, which is 25 images. I'm on the trial, and it's the public visibility. I have no jobs, anything yet. So I haven't started this yet. So I wanted to wait until I did it with you guys. The last prompt is our imagine prompt, which is where we type in our description. So it's \imagine, and you're going to hit enter, and then you pause because now you see that you've got the prompt with your cursor flashing in it. This is where you're going to start with your requests. This is what you want to tell. This is where you go to tell the bot what you want it to spit out for you. So a couple of basic guidelines. First, the words in the front of the prompt are weighted more heavily than those at the end. So you'll want to use the most important items to the front. So for example, if I said I wanted a black cat with blue eyes that looks like a stuffed animal in a movie, the bot is going to look at black cat first, then blue eyes second, before it looks at stuffed animal. However, if I use stuffed animal, blue-eyed black cat, the results will be much different. Why don't we see what happens? So let me go ahead and put that in. Okay, now that I've got my prompt in, I'm just going to hit enter, and we're going to see what happens. You must accept the terms of service. Let me click accept. Okay. It says to expand our community standability, we give everyone 25 free queries, then several options for paid memberships. I will be going to a paid membership. I just want to go ahead and start now with this so I can show you how it works. There's a lot of directions here. It gives you a bunch of other places to go to understand how it all works. Let's go down here and see if it did not do my prompt yet. So All right, now that we've got that done, let's go ahead and try this again. So backslash imagine, enter. Let's try it again. All right, here we go. It's waiting to start. What'll happen is you'll notice that your particular request is going to get pushed up as other people's requests come behind you. That's okay. Just you can kind of keep pushing the mouse up if you want to do it that way, just to watch, to wait for it. What'll happen is you'll notice over in your Midjourney icon that a little notification will show up once it's finished. All right, I'm just going to pause the video until it comes back and we'll see what it looks like. Oh, here we go. All right, if you'll notice, I've got a little icon over here, a little red icon. That's basically telling me that it's done. Okay, so it should be down here. There it is. You can see that there's a little yellow shading here. So I'm going to click on the 4 images. Not quite the stuffed animal look that I was thinking, but that's okay because remember I put that at the end of the prompt. Let me go ahead and open original. That's very cute. So it does kind of look like a stuffed animal. Now let's try the other way. So like I said before, we're going to do backslash imagine, hit enter. This time we're going to go stuffed animal, blue-eyed black cat, and hit enter. All right, so now look at what a difference that is. Stuffed animal, blue-eyed black cat. So I put the emphasis on the blue eyes, which also, if you'll notice, like the fur, let me open the original. All right, so this time stuffed animal was our first. So it took that as the priority. The second item that was the priority was the blue eyes. So if you'll notice, the eyes are really emphasized, but you'll also notice that there's blue in the fur. Go in. So we're going to go back to imagine, enter. Okay, so we're going to do again, black cat, blue eyes, white background. And here is our result. So this was the black cat, blue eyes, white background. Very, very simple instructions. Not exactly sure why it put it on a canvas down here. This looks like there's snow or something. This is okay. Eyes are a little bit weird to me. Not as happy with any of these, but this is where we use what's called the re-roll. The re-roll is right here, and what it will do is it will take those 4 images and it will redo them, supposedly learn from those and say, okay, we don't like those, we want to try something a little different. So let's go ahead and click that and see what happens. Much better, different background, not exactly what I wanted. I think that it's getting a clearer picture. I really like the look of this one, even though it's on a black background. So my favorite of these 4 is this one right here. However, you can re-roll as many times as you need to. This is where the upscale and the variations come into play. I really like this one. I want to see what happens when I do an upscale of this particular one, and it goes in the 1, 2, 3, 4. So upscale this one, upscale 2 would upscale that one, 3 with this one. Okay. So upscale 4 is this one. I'm going to click upscale 4 on this one and see what kind of result we're going to come up with. If it will detail it more, what the change will be. Okay, so here's our job that's being upscaled. So while I'm waiting on the upscale job, I decided to just hit the backslash info to see where it was at. So you can see I've already used 6 images. That kind of gives me an idea of what I have left, and only I can see that. So I'm going to go ahead and dismiss that. And here is our upscaled image. I'm really impressed by the details, although there's way more whiskers than I would think on an actual cat. I don't know. Maybe so. It's beautiful though. What a great photo. What a great image. So we've upscaled this one. Let's go ahead and choose a different subject. I like the New Year's theme. Let's try something like that. So let's do imagine. Which, by the way, I just hit tab because that was the only thing on the screen and it actually filled it in for me. Let's try polar bear watching fireworks New Year's Eve, North Pole. All right, here is our image of our polar bear watching the fireworks on New Year's Eve. I'm not really impressed with any of those. I mean, they're okay, but I was going for something a little bit more festive. Let's do a reroll on that and just see what it comes up with. And here's where it gets interesting. So obviously there's all these images that you might have in your head that you're thinking, ooh, I could do this and I could create that. The 25 images are going to run out pretty fast before you get done. I can just tell you right now, if you have any interest in this at all, it's going to get to the point where you're going, I'm going to have to buy a subscription, because it's fun. It's fun to sit here and create these images. So now I do think that these 4 images are a little bit better. I think of the 4, I like this bottom image best. Still not quite what I'm going for. But you know what? We're just going to go ahead and go with it because of the fact that they're not really that great to me. I mean, they're good, but I was really going for something else. So I'm going to take this one, and now we're going to use the variation tool. I want 4 variations of this. So I'm going to click V4, and now it's going to go into telling the bot, hey, take that picture, make 4 different variations of that, and we'll see what happens. I saw something up here that really was cute. Okay, so I want to just stop and pause and look at this. Dwarfs, look at this picture first. Look at how detailed it is. Okay, see that great detail because they put in the information to get that higher details. So let's go back and see what they did. Dwarfs, Happy New Year, fireworks, WRO claw, wide photo, wide shot, long distance photo, Unreal Engine, very realistic, very detailed, realistic photography, 4K, la 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 la. You can see. Giving the detail will get you these much better results than what we're doing. We're doing very, very basic just to get familiar with everything and how it works. When you're actually practicing, you want to start small and then go from there. So here's our 4 variations. I'll be honest, they don't look really varied. I guess that's because of the type of photo that I picked. So I think of the 4, this one here I like the best, but I am not really in love with those either. I'm going to pick a different subject. All right, so we're going to do a different subject. We're going to go back to our kitten, except this time we're going to do gray striped kitten hiding in Christmas tree. White lights is part of our details. We want high details, realistic photo. Let's do photorealistic. I don't know if that makes a difference. Enter. Take a look at this. Now, isn't that adorable? How cute is this? Now these are way better for what I was going for. This one looks a little pixelated. That one is very nice detail. I like the look of that. And this one, looking at the paws like fingers. Midjourney does not love. It might come off a little weird. So let's do a reroll. I can tell by this right now, look at the eyes on that as it's trying to figure it out. Oh, it's changing. How cool is that? It looks weird at first. Very, very cute. Very, very cute. Again, we've got this one, and I think the photorealistic part is what's throwing this off because this almost looks like an old photograph. So I'm going to upscale number 4. Now, I am not sure if you upscale each individual photo, if that counts against your 25. I believe it does. So there's my upscaled kitten in the Christmas lights. I think that's adorable. As you can see, there's all kinds of other options. There's a light upscale, make variations from here. I'm not going to do that right now because I want to go ahead and go in and create something else. I want to try something different. So let's do imagine. Let's just do sunflower logo. Let's just do simple. Sunflower logo. Sometimes it's better to start small and work up. Wow. Now I actually really do like this. I want to do a variation of this one and see what happens just out of curiosity. Go ahead and hit V1. Oh shit, that was the wrong one. It's V3. We'll do both. Okay, so we're still waiting on the other variation, but here's this one. And there's basically took the similar style and created 4 different variations. That's pretty neat. And here are our 4 variations of the sunflower logo with the S in it. Let's open that. Very nice indeed. All right, we're going to do a different one. Cartoon, kitten, laughing. Cinematic. Okay, so here's where you can really see the problem with the paws. Like, look at the toes. Like, there's way too many toes there. That looks almost evil. Look how many toes that is. That's funny though. Cute, cute. I like this one, of course, the best of all four. It's a little bit closer to what I was going for. Actually, I think I'm going to do a variation of this one, the third one. Let's do a variation. All right, there's my 4 versions, or variations, excuse me. Let me see here. We're going to do the U3. We're going to upscale U3 and see what happens. And here is my upscaled version of my laughing kitten, which of course has way too many toes, but it is adorable. That's really cute. Could be a kid's book creation if I wanted to take it further, but so I just wanted to thank you guys for hanging out with me today and let me share some of the experience of learning Midjourney with me. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing more videos on learning Midjourney, learning Discord, because I am very unfamiliar with it myself. And I want to figure out how to make it work better so that as I go along, it can be a very efficient thing for me. So, and for you. So with my laughing kitten, wishing you a happy new year. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.